Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome you to the show this evening. Today we have a guest, a new coming home, returned citizen. We want to bring him on and ask a few questions about his return to society and some things about his incarceration. Welcome to the show, Artie.
Thank you very much, Wendell.
Right, but it's a pleasure
Yes,
having
sir.
you, man.
Yes,
Pleasure
sir.
having
Thank you.
you. You just come home, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How long you been home, man?
I've been home 27 days.
Welcome home, man.
Thank you very
Welcome home.
much.
Welcome home.
Thank you very much.
Where'd you go to prison from?
I went to prison from Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Yes.
And how much time were you sentenced to?
26 years to life.
Okay. And what was the crime in the that you went to prison for?
First degree murder.
Okay. Okay. You must have been a young man going into the system.
Yes, sir. 19 years old.
19 years old. How old are you now?
I'm 45.
Whoa. Okay. So you spend quite a bit of your life in prison.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now I know going into the system, you you had a different mindset.
Yes, sir.
You know, you kind of like wild, out of control.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Very.
Now going into the system, how long after you started serving your time that you realized you had to do something different with your life?
About 18 years.
18 years.
18
Right.
years.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a while,
Mhm.
you know. So what prison did you go, did you start your time? Where'd you start your time?
Well, reception center was on Tehachapi,
Okay.
and I eventually went to Calipatria, maximum 4
Okay.
prison.
And you stayed there how long? How long you stayed?
8.5, 9 years.
Okay, then where'd you go?
I went to Ironwood,
Okay.
level
okay.
3.
Okay, okay. And you stayed there how long?
I stayed there for like 3 years.
Okay. And then,
Went across the street to Chuckawalla, level 2.
okay, okay. And you stayed there how long?
I stayed there for about 2.5, 3 years,
Okay.
and eventually was transferred up north to Jamestown
Jamestown. Okay. And how long you stayed in Jamestown?
for like two to 3 months.
Okay.
Then
And then,
transferred to Solano
okay. And you stayed in Solano how long?
all the way until I was paroled.
Okay. Okay. So you did a program in Solano.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now, I tell people all the time that we going into the system, we go in and we go in one way, and somewhere along the line we start programming.
Yes, sir.
Because we have, you know, sometimes you get in there and say, well, I ain't never going home. I just whatever run amok,
Yes, sir.
right? But then sooner or later the light comes on and say, wait, look, people going home. You know, that might happen to me,
Yes, sir.
right? So after a period of time, 18 years or so, you start realizing that, hey, I got to start doing something better with my time, and I can start going to these programs.
Yes, sir.
How many programs did you attend in that after the 18-year period?
Possibly about 21, 22, somewhere
Okay.
up in there.
Okay, you start programming. You start
Oh,
putting work
I
in.
dedicated, dedicated. I didn't have a GED or anything.
Right.
So I obtained everything.
Okay. So that's and the reason why I ask these questions because we got people watching this show,
Yes, sir.
and people watching the show they want to know, you know, what you did with your time.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people go in prison, they get on the monkey bars, they
Yes, sir.
start driving iron, they start doing things, and people in society believe they become monsters, right? And they should never get out. They went to prison for murder, whatever crime they went to prison for, and they should never get out. They should put a key on a jackrabbit and cut them loose. But this show, we want people to understand that that's not the case, right? Over a period of time, we start seeing people come into prison, leaving, come into prison, leaving, you know, and we say, my goodness, man, is it that bad out there, right? I mean, something going on for them to keep coming back to prison, right? Because we trying to program and get out, but we see them come back, right? So, in your rehabilitating yourself, how did that process go? How did you do that?
Well, one thing is that once was able to obtain my GED and start acclimating myself into my trades, and then start incorporating self-help groups and reading books constantly, it started over a period of time. I started seeing the fruits from it.
Okay.
Because when I went to prison, I didn't know how to speak well. I didn't know how to spell well. I couldn't express myself.
Right.
I had low self-esteem, insecure. But when I started obtaining all these different trades and reading and studying and getting my GED, I started feeling confident,
Right.
and it felt real good.
Right.
So I continued to work harder and harder. And so I would say after about a year and a half, because in prison I was smoking marijuana.
Right.
I've even used cell phones. However, along the way, I knew that I had to make a conscious decision at some point to go left or right. And if I was going to do the right thing, I knew I couldn't waver. I couldn't play both sides of the fence. So I dedicated myself to God, and doing the right thing by doing my groups and staying in contact with people who were doing the right thing. And that's when I started evolving, and it was tasting good and it felt good.
So you're right.
So I got to the point to it felt all right.
Right. So you started a transition after a long period of time on your own.
Yes.
You started doing the right thing on your own.
Yes, sir.
That weed and that cell phone, that had to go
That had to go.
in order for you to make a transition to come back on the side of the wall.
Yes, sir.
Right. So now you went to board. You had to go in front of the board of prison time. How many times did you go in front of the board of prison time?
3 times.
Okay. Those first 2 times that you went, how did that go? How did they say, "Well, no, you ain't ready"?
Well, actually, my first board hearing is where I actually felt the sting in my soul to where I had to make a choice. Because the commissioner let me know that I came in there without a GED, maybe one self-help group, and maybe one trade. I believe it's one trade.
Yeah, you wasn't ready.
So I wasn't ready.
You wasn't ready.
And with 2 115s.
Oh, you definitely wasn't ready.
With 2 115s. So he took off his glasses. He turned beak red, named Mike Prishmas. And he let me know. He said, "Son, I'm going to let you know right now, if you stay on this track, you'll never get out." And that shook me out. I thought about my nephews and nieces and my family and all my supporting cast. And I went back and dedicated myself to make that transition.
Right.
So I started putting in the work. So what happened that they gave me a 7-year denial. I received a 7-year denial. Within a little over 2.5 years, I put a 1045 in. I had accomplished so much. College units, over 15 self-help groups, got my GED, 5 trades. And so what happened, they granted my 1045.
Right.
When I came back, they was impressed. However, I had a bad psych evaluation. It was a moderate high.
Okay.
They wouldn't give me a new psych evaluation because you had to wait complete 5 years.
Right.
So what happened, I went in there with the bad psych evaluation, but all my new accomplishments.
Right.
And so the commissioners were impressed for what I have done.
That's right.
So they said, we're going to find him suitable because it's not his fault that he had got a bad psych evaluation. So when you have a murder, when you're in prison for a murder and you get found suitable, you have to wait up to 150 days.
Right.
And the governor have within that time to take your date.
Right.
At 148 days, 2 days away, and I believe that I was there, the governor contacted me and let me know he was taking my date.
Is that right?
The second, when I got my suitability.
They wait till the last minute.
The last minute, he took my day. So at that point was a character check.
Yeah, you knew what it was.
I knew what it was.
Yeah.
And I knew that right now, at that point, with no one else around, no other human being, but I had to ask myself, who am I?
Right.
A character check.
Right.
So I had a choice to relapse and go back to what I used to be doing,
Right.
or move forward and do what I have been doing to get me to that point.
Right.
I made a conscious choice to go into, they had a group called LTOP,
Okay.
CBT, Cognitive Behavior Therapy,
Right.
where certified counselors come from the street and help us.
Right.
So I acclimated myself into there.
That's right.
And I stayed dedicated,
That's right.
and I worked hard, and I did quadruple what I had done the last time.
Yeah.
And when I went back to the board after 18 months, I was rewarded
Yeah.
for my good work.
Yeah, you got relief. You got relief. Well, I'm a believer that we come into this life. A lot of people think that this is a given. You got this coming. No, you got to put work in. In order to be here in this society, in this world, you got to put work in.
Yes, sir.
You know, you can walk around, you look at different people, they're doing certain things. They're not doing what you're doing, right? So you got to put work in to be successful in this world.
Yes, sir.
Right? So I always tell people, anything you want to do, you can do it.
Yes, sir.
You know, you just got to put the left foot in front of the right foot and keep on moving forward. The reverse is broke; it don't work.
Most definitely.
So keep on moving forward, and we're
Yes,
gonna
sir.
make it happen.
Yes, sir.
So today, you're home today.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you came home short period of time ago, and you're here now.
Yes, sir.
What are you doing today?
Today, I went and got my California ID. I went and signed and applied for my Social Security card. I'm going to take care of my medical. And I done had 2 job interviews for 2 restaurants. And I have a couple of more that's been set up for me to do job interviews. I'm in a transitional home. And I'm staying positive and focused. And in the transitional home, I've decided to join 2 self-help groups because I know I want to stay structured. I don't want to get off my track.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to keep on moving forward because the
Most
work.
definitely.
See, the work started in prison.
Yes, sir.
Right,
Yes,
the
sir.
transition started in prison.
Yes, sir.
Now you're out here. The transition got to continue.
Yes, sir.
Right, because we got programs out here that we should go to. You know, like I say, work comes first. You got to make money to live.
Yes, sir.
Right. If you don't make money to live, you got to go back to your old habits, and that's not good. So we got to make money to live, and we got to live good. We got to dress nice, you know, got to look nice, you know what I mean? And we got to be part of this world out there because we want people in society, in our community, to know who we are.
Yes, sir.
You know, we're not no monsters.
Yes, sir.
You know, we did a thing what we call, we went temporarily insane.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
We went into the system, we came back.
Yes, sir.
Sanity came back.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
They got people in society that went insane, they never came back.
Mhm.
Right? So we are different from the people in society that went insane and haven't come back. Right? We went in and we rehabilitated ourselves. CDC didn't do it. We rehabilitated ourselves. We're making a difference in society now. Right?
Absolutely.
We're changing lives. We're not trying to change lives. We're changing lives, right, by example.
Absolutely.
Right? So what you want to do, you want to be example
Yes,
to
sir.
the next one coming home.
Yes, sir.
You know, they coming home, then they come home, they got big ideas coming on. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. Okay, well, you can do it, but do it at a slow pace.
Absolutely.
Take your time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because you ain't got nothing but time now.
Absolutely.
Take your time. You can do it on your terms, not on somebody else's terms. Right? So let me know what your future goals are.
My future goals is to eventually get a job. I would like to get 2 jobs. And I'm going to do that.
Okay.
And I have 2 jobs, and I'll be in transitional home for 6 months, and I'm going to go apply for a low income for apartment where to stay. I'm going to stay in the Bay Area, and to continue to work, I'm going to start a checking account and a bank and a savings account.
There you go.
One of my best friends, he's going to help me how to do all that. So my thing is that to continue to be a good listener, continue to make the right choices,
Right.
and to don't be involved with individuals who I once was involved with, who had had a part in me making my poor choices to do what I had did when I went in there for murder.
Right.
Because one thing, I take full responsibility. I was culpable for what I had did.
Right, right.
However, influence can come from individuals who's not doing the right thing.
Exactly.
So if I make a conscious choice to start hanging around them again, then I can start maybe slipping back and relapsing.
Yeah.
So I'm not out here to say that, okay, I'm super sharp, I can't be touched, because I understand I'm a human being and I have a mind, and I know that where I come from being an addict, smoking weed and doing the wrong things. So what I do, I stay focused and be around pro-social people,
Right.
people who are doing the right thing.
Right.
And if a person's not doing the right thing, I don't be involved with them.
Right.
I don't be a part of them.
Shaking like a bad
I
habit.
shake them like a bad habit.
Right. That's what we got to do.
But I want to be like you one day.
Yeah.
The ultimate goal.
No. They say, I want you to be like you because it's
Most
only one
definitely.
me. It's only one you. So I want
Most
you to be
definitely.
like you.
Most
I want you to
definitely.
be better than me.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I want you to be
Yes,
like
sir.
you because you are your example for
Most
yourself.
definitely. Most
Right?
definitely.
So I can be example, but
Most
I want you to be example because I want you to be you. I want
Yes,
you to
sir.
be good at
Yes,
whatever
sir.
you do. I want you to be the best at it.
Most definitely.
Right? So,
I appreciate that.
So you be you and you be good at it.
Yes, sir.
Right? And you
Yes, sir.
can.
Yes, sir.
I always say we got a black president in this in this country.
Mhm.
Why can't you be you? Why can't you be what you want to be? In this country?
Absolutely.
We're gonna have a woman president coming up. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, it's
yes.
gonna happen.
And it's going to be a
You
good
know?
thing.
Yes,
I'll
yes.
pull it for Hillary.
Yeah, yeah. So
pull it
life
for
goes
Hillary.
on, man. It goes
Yes.
on, and we continue to strive for the best because we only have one life,
Yes, sir.
right? And this life that we have is not promised to us.
Mhm.
It's real short,
Mhm.
right? We're only here for a short period of time. And in this life that we live, we are born with a destination in life,
Absolutely.
right? But we got to find out what that is,
Mhm.
right? We all have the opportunity to find out what it is. Some take longer than others,
Mhm.
right? But when we find out what our destination is in life, go for it, make it happen.
Absolutely.
You know, and you can make it happen
Yes, sir.
on this side of the fence, this side of
Yes,
the wall.
sir.
You can make
Yes,
it happen.
sir.
You ain't got nobody tell you what time to get up. Run to Charles Hall. You got to be there a
Yes.
certain time before they close it down.
Mhm.
You know, you got certain things that you can do in this world, and you can make your own choices, and you can make it happen.
Absolutely.
You know, that's right. Forrest Gump,
Yes, Forrest.
like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yes,
You
sir.
know what
Yes,
I mean?
sir.
So we gonna
Yes,
make
sir.
it happen on this side of the fence,
Mhm.
and we appreciate you coming on, man. We really do. We want every returned citizen coming home from prison. We want them to come on the show.
Absolutely.
Because this is the only show that we have an opportunity to let the community that you live in, society where you live, know who you are. When they see you walking down the street, they say, I saw him on TV. Well, they can know that what kind of person that is. He ain't no
Absolutely.
bad guy.
Yes, sir.
And he went in prison for one thing, but he came out this way, and he want to be part of this community. He want to give back to this community.
Absolutely.
Right? We'll be remorseful for the rest of our life, what we did.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes, sir.
something that we gonna be remorseful. We can't change. If we can change, we would change it.
Mhm.
But we can't. So we gonna be remorseful for the rest. And remorse means you got to give back for the rest of your life,
I agree.
right? So, you know, give me a little something about yourself, man. Give me something that the people watching this show that can, when they see you, because they gonna see you.
Mhm.
You know, they gonna see it. When they see you walking, they can say, oh, okay, you all right, you all right. Give the viewers a little something about yourself.
Okay, well, I would like to first say that I came to make this brief. I come from a broken home, a one parent. My mother has 7 children, and I'm the eldest. My mother, she made poor choices. She was young, trying to raise 7 children. The things that I didn't receive at home, I felt that I was emotionally and mentally abandoned from my mother. My mother had me at age 15, and my grandmother raised me until age 6. And so I thought that was my actual mother. So I felt abandoned there when my grandmother forced me to go back to my mother, and then when my mother wasn't meeting my needs as a child. So I ran to the streets. When I ran to the streets, by me not being able to read, write, and express myself with low self-esteem, it was guys that I ran into who was able to make a connection with me because they was living the same type of lifestyle. Right. And even though I had peers who were doing the right thing, I didn't feel that I fit in with them. So I continued to be with the wrong guys. And as I continued to be with the wrong guys, I wanted to seek their status. I wanted a status. I wanted a recognition. In order for me to do that, I needed to conform to the belief system that they had set. And so that's what I did. I took on that. And so I took on that reckless lifestyle. And it went on and and I reinforced that, living that lifestyle until it led me to jail. I did all that time, and after doing what I just shared with you earlier, going through all my self-help groups and all the things I learned, taking in the heart of God to my soul, is that now, today, I'm a person that understands that I have to do the right thing. I'm intelligent. I'm sociable. I love to embrace humanity. I'm happy to be in society. I like, just like they had the other day, they had the parade, the gay parade. I enjoy being there. I've never been there for it before, so I'm not judgmental. I'm not prejudging who they are. I was just embracing humanity. I love humanity. I'm goal oriented. I love to just be nice and kind to people. And so, and I just want to continue to do the right thing.
There you go. Well, like I say, you have a big old world out here, man. I mean, it's huge. At one time, they said the world was flat. So whoever came up with that, they lied. It's round.
Absolutely.
You can start at San Francisco International Airport. You can go all the way around the world and come right back San Francisco International Airport. And you can do that in a matter of hours. So you can do anything in this world, in this country, that you want to do. You can say anything, freedom of speech. You can say anything you want to say, and people have to listen to it. So it's nothing that you can't do in this country and be successful at it. Bill Gates. Look at Bill Gates. And all the money in the world. So we can do anything we want to do in this world. So I'm trying to do anything I want to do in this world.
Absolutely.
And you being home, a returned citizen from incarceration, you have an opportunity at doing what you want to do, how you want to do it, when you want to do it. So make it happen.
Most definitely.
Make it happen. Yeah, life is good, man.
Most definitely.
I tell people all the time that I'm not going to argue with nobody about nothing. I'm not going to fuss. I've seen enough damage, in hell. Because I say I went from the cesspool that I was living before I went to prison. Then I was sent to hell in prison. That was hell.
Yes, sir.
Right. Then they kicked me out of hell, sent me back to society. So what you gonna do with your life now? What you gonna do with what you got now? You've been cesspool, hell, back to society. What you gonna do with it? Gonna enjoy this and make a difference. So that's what we do today.
Absolutely.
Make a difference in people's life. And we got to live from example. We got to say, people look at us and say, okay, I might try. How you doing that? And it worked.
Yes.
Try it, you like it. Try it, you might like it. So what you're doing now in San Francisco, you came from prison by way of Los Angeles, California.
Yes, sir.
You in San Francisco.
Yes, sir.
This is the city that got all the money.
Yes.
Get all the things in San Francisco.
Yes.
So you can live here, and you can homestead.
Absolutely.
You can come here, you can buy your house, you can, property in San Francisco is kind of high.
Yes.
Rephrase that, it's kind of high.
Most definitely.
But you can live in the Bay Area.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Bay Area because it carries a lot of territory, and they got some beautiful homes up in California, Northern California, and you can have a family, and you can be successful here in the Bay Area. So we welcome you to the Bay Area, welcome you home. Glad to have you home, man. You know what I mean? When I saw you in front of the parole officers, last month? A couple weeks ago.
A couple of weeks ago. Yes, sir.
So in front of the parole officer, I say, okay, the brother want to be on the show. We want to bring the brother on the show and have the brother tell the community who he is.
Yes.
So you got a few more brothers with you that day. We want to get everybody on the show. Women, we want women to come on the show because we got lifers coming home from prison. Women, lifers come home from prison, and they need to come on the show and let society know who they are. So you got any women in the spot down there? Hey, give them the number. Call, get on the book, come on in and let people know who they are. So today, we we brought the brother on. We want to make a difference and allow him to be part of this this world out here. And life is good, man. Life is good.
Great.
You know, yes. So I want to reiterate again that San Francisco, they have a lot of opportunities. They have jobs. Anybody coming home from prison say they can't find a job. Well, they don't want to work.
Absolutely.
Because they got jobs. You know, you say you going into what inside of a restaurant or somewhere?
Yeah, a restaurant. That's just one out of several other jobs that being presented to me to do job interviews.
Right.
So I'm just waiting for the opportunity because
Right.
I'm thirsty.
Do you have
I'm
your
determined.
license? You have your license?
My
yet?
driver's license.
Yeah.
Oh, not yet. Not yet. It's in line. It's in the pecking order. I'm working the process.
So I got to hook up on you might be about to drive a bus.
Oh,
Get your class B license.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to hook up on that.
Okay.
Yeah, make good money too, man. Yeah,
Okay.
make good. So we'll talk about that later on.
Most definitely. Yes, sir.
But anyway, we want to
sir.
assist you in things. We got a lot of things that's going on for people coming home from prison. You know, people that's here already, they got jobs and people don't want them. You know, so we got a hook up to where people can come home from prison and we can hook you up with jobs. You know, we got something for you. Yeah. So but anyway, that's another story within itself. But anyway, we want to thank you guys to coming on tonight, looking at the show. You know, we come on every Saturday night at 7 o'clock. We come on again at Sunday morning at 6 in the morning, and we come on again at Monday at 1 o'clock. So if you miss one episode of this show, you can see two more times within a couple of days. But we have brothers like the brother to come on tonight. We got coming into the show and telling their story, telling who they are. We want you to understand who they are, who they once were, and they are here to make a difference in this community, in this society. So tune in next week and tune in every week, and we'll be here, you know, giving you the information that you need to evaluate these returned citizens coming home from prison. So tune in next week. Thank you, and have a lovely weekend.